This is Ryan with GameRoomSolutions.com, and today I'm excited to show you our new wall mount dartboard cabinet. Not only can this be a dartboard, but it also can double as a wall mounted jukebox, which I'm going to show both functionalities here. At the end of this video I'll show how simple this is to put together. But real quick, it's got a 24-inch screen or 24-inch TV that you can put in there. You want to put some kind of smart TV in there or something with the Chromecast, anything that can do a mirroring effect. And with that, just to show you the jukebox here, so I'm just throwing YouTube at the moment. So when you're not playing darts, which again we'll get to in a minute, you can just have this thing playing any music that you want in your home bar. And then of course you can pause it, turn the volume up, turn the volume down, anything from your phone or tablet. But what I really want to show you here is the dart functionality. So this is made, it'll fit any dartboard, but it's made specifically for a Gran Board 3. These are awesome. They're about $260 online. So you can get one that has all the LED lights built into it, as you can see here. And the nice thing is from a phone, the way that our cabinet's set up here, I can use the smart feature. So the smart view feature on my phone, and that essentially is going to mirror my tablet or my device. So from there I'll just open the Gran Board 3 app. So now you can see, as you and your buddies or you and your kids or whoever it is are playing darts, you can play all the different games that are built within the app for the Gran Board. So you'll download the app, connect it to the Gran Board, and then you can just use your smart view feature or whatever mirror feature you have on your device to throw it to the 24-inch TV that fits in here. So I'll just go ahead and hit Game Select. Again, there's tons of games on this thing. You can look up Gran Board 3 if you really want to see everything that it can do, but I'm just going to pick a standard game here. This is where you'd have your avatars in, so I'm controlling everything from where we're hanging out, throwing the darts. I don't have to constantly go up to the dartboard itself, but I can put my avatars in here, put the kids' names, my buddies' names, whatever it is. So I'll just add a player here and hit Game Start. Now hopefully I can get a couple darts to stick here just to show you how this works. Oh, I hit it, but it didn't stick. And this one might not stick because I think I broke the tip of it, but let's see. Yeah, it won't. But you can see there, it's keeping score. I can go up, grab my darts, press the button. It would be the next turn or the next person's turn as I go through. So home darts at home, if you play them in a bar, a sports bar, and you look up something like this, it's going to cost you $3,000. This is going to be less than a third of that. This is a very economical solution, and again, that it doubles as a jukebox as well, and then there's also a USB port on the front that you put into it, so if you want to put a Raspberry Pi or something into it, play Nintendo games or whatever. So it's really a nice centerpiece for any game room that you have at home. It comes with all of the cam lock system to put it together. Comes with all the LED lights for the play field that you see there and that light up the marquee area. You can also add colored lights to give it a halo effect. It'll fit 4-inch speakers. And again, a 24-inch TV. So the rest of this video is going to be showing you how to put it together, but I just wanted to talk about it a little bit up front. So make sure and stay tuned. Okay, so we'll start here by prepping some of the pieces. We're going to build the thing on the right side. So this is the top. You can see it's already it'll come with the graphics on it if you get graphics with it. Anywhere that there is a T-molding slot, you will make sure and T-mold that area. So that's where you'll start, is T-molding all the slots. The next thing you'll do is on the right side here, everywhere there's a cam hole, you'll have your little cam screw. It'll just screw right in. Put all your cams in. Down here at the bottom, this is where the monitor will go in, so you might wait on that to try to figure out how far for your monitor adjustment. It'll come with all the light fixtures that you need for the LED lights to light up the board. You'll just peel off the red tape on the back, put it down at the very bottom, and then stick it into place, as you can see there, so that way that the connector is up at the top. That's going to be inside the top of the unit. Speakers, everything's all pre-drilled for those, so put your speakers on. It'll take any 4-inch speakers. This is the back here. It's going to have 2 holes and come with this bracket, so you'll just ratchet those down so you can see that the unit's going to hang on the wall like that. That way you can get it level and stuff pretty easy with this cleat here. the monitor, go ahead and mount that. But again, as you tighten these down, you'll figure out how high you need it as you tighten those. And then the top piece here. So I went ahead and ran all the LED lights on the top. What that's going to do is just shine enough forward to get the marquee to light that up. I would leave an inch or two back, because if you get these too close to the marquee, it's going to show hot spots. So keep it a couple inches back. And finally, this bottom drawer here, you can see it's going to have a latch for whenever it comes up and shuts. And then there's also a knob that comes with that. So the quickest way to do this is to make sure and prep all your boards, and then we'll get started with assembly. Okay, so I'm going to build the top here first. So you can see I put the top piece on with the LED lights in it, and then put the back piece on, of course, the hanging cleats on the back side here. This is going to come with a 4-prong 12 volt for you, so that way you can plug in the side, plug in the marquee, plug in the other side, and then plug in the speaker panel here. So you can see on the speaker panel it has this opening here with the groove. There's going to be a shorter piece of this LED channel here that's tape on the front. Just take the little bit of tape off, and then you're just going to mount that right inside here, and that's going to shine down on your dartboard. So you can see how that fits in nice and easy. And then of course I'm going to hook this into this 4-prong connector here. Then as I do the cam locks, this just goes down. I'll put the cams in. I'll make sure the wires run out of the back. But what this does is on these, there's this little channel here where this T-molding is. And basically your plexiglass will come in brown-sided paper, so don't throw it away. It looks like cardboard sometimes. Just peel that off. You'll put whatever graphic you have, sandwich it in between those. And then this is just going to slide down in this groove. And might be hard for you guys to see. But essentially I'm just going to slide that down in that groove. It'll fit nice and tight all the way down to the bottom. And that's how that's going to hold in. So I'll go ahead and get that piece in, and get all the powers hooked up to this side here. Okay, so I've done a couple things here. This is what the front looks like, and we'll talk about it. So from the when I put the marquee in, again, it's going in the T-molding slot there. I have everything wired up in there that needs to be wired. I ran the speaker cables through the back, and then also the 12 volt connector here that's going to light all of that up. I put the back on, so you can see the 3 cams there at the bottom, and then I went ahead and I figured out the best place to mount my monitor. I mounted that as well. So what I'm going to do next is, this is going to go below, so you can see there's a clip there. I went ahead and mounted my amp towards the back, enough where the door could shut. And this is just going to go right there like that. And then I have my bottom piece here that has one single cam, and that's going to go on this bottom one here like that, so that way it can open and then it'll shut and lock into place with that. So I'll go ahead and finish putting that together, run some wiring, and then we'll talk about the LED channel. Okay, so we put the left side on there. And just kind of a trick, there are the big holes in the back that you could use to put your hands in to do the cams and make sure all the electric's hooked up. But you also, if you got big hands like me, you can just take the marquee out, because it'll go back in when this is assembled, so you have plenty of room to make sure everything's tested out and working. So again, I got my 12 volt hooked in the back, my speaker wires running. I have my monitor plugged in. There's that part. So what I'm going to do now is I've pulled this to the end of a table, because this bottom piece here, you can see how the cams are going to go in and lock in there. This is where I'm going to run my power and everything, because again, this bottom piece is going to open up, so I have access to it, and all my stuff's sitting here. So I'm going to go ahead and just plug that into the bottom there and tighten that up, and then set the unit up, and we'll keep going. Okay, so real quick to talk about some of the wiring and the channeling. So you can see there's a channel here that goes all the way around. That you can put LED lights in, colored LED lights if you wanted to. That way, this is what, whenever you put it on the wall, it's going to glow back whatever color that you want off of the wall, and come out the sides to kind of give it a nice halo effect. For the TV, I'll talk more about the software later, but essentially this is a smart TV, so I can keep all the score and everything through the Chromecast built into this Vizio. I went ahead and just ran from the headphone jack into my speakers, and then of course wired my speakers into the amp as well. That'll just give me better sound than what the TV will. I have my switch socket wired right here, so this will be how you can plug it into the bottom. We have a separate video on that if you want to see how to put that together. And basically what I've done here is I've just went ahead and tested everything out I will say this is going to be for USB ports that I can put right there, because I do plan to put a small computer in here at some point, but it's not needed for the darts, just so you know what that is. Okay, so I went ahead and ran my power cord, the micro USB for my Gran Board 3 into power. You can see here there's some holes that go through. Those holes are guides, so essentially you'll take the screws, you'll see the holes, you'll screw the screw in enough. It's fit perfect for this board, so the board will just go right on. So I mounted that, and then you'll cut a little slit in your artwork right here just to run that through, so that way it's always got power. You don't ever have to do batteries with it. And that's pretty much it. So the next thing we're going to do is mount on the wall and then get the software set up. Okay, so you can see up above the dartboard, I have hung the other side of the cleat. That comes with 3 real beefy screws. Make sure it gets into a stud. It has to get up to a stud. This thing's really heavy. So get the center one in a stud, and then screw the other 2 into your drywall. Screw them in nice and slow. Don't once you get it all the way in, stop. Don't keep screwing, because then you'll just eat up your drywall, and you don't want to do that. You want to make sure there's plenty of bite there so it can be leveled out. So level it, get the 3 screws in. You're going to want to set the screw right at 82.5 inches. So if you screw it in at 82.5 inches, this will work out to where your bullseye is exactly the 5'8" that it needs to be. So go ahead and put that on. I'm going to hang up the dartboard here, plug everything in, and then we'll talk about the software. Okay, so you can see I have it mounted on the wall. I plugged power into it, turned it on. So for your TV, you're going to get a TV that can take some kind of, smart TV that does something like Chromecast built in. That's what I like to do. It's really easy. And essentially this Gran Board 3, it's Bluetoothed into my phone, so everyone understands how that works. So you basically get the Gran Board app, and then you will connect it to your dartboard. And then on an Android phone, you'll do the Smart View feature. So you just select Smart View. It's by where you turn your Bluetooth on and everything else. You'll find your TV and connect it. So you can see there from my phone, I can just start to type in whatever I want. So I can type in, whatever games. There's tons of games on this, different things that you can play. You can play online. I can go to my player select here. I can start adding players however I wanted to do it. Game start. So you'll just use your phone and you're completely controlling everything. And you can see how it's all bled in here. So I'll just take a couple darts and throw just so you guys can see what happens. Hopefully I hit it. You see, everything's going to keep score. You can have all your names in there. You can have your pictures, anyone that's playing at your home bar or your home game room. You're just all set up. You set your phone down and you can play all the, whatever it is, 50, 100 games that they have as I go through this. And then of course you'll go up and hit the change button, pull out your darts, and keep going from there. So that's pretty much it. It's an awesome system. It's super simple to set up on the software side. All you need again is just a TV with the all you need is a TV with some kind of Chromecast either on it or built into it. It's a 24-inch TV again. The Gran Board 3, it's already screwed in for it. Everything's going to be lined up and set up perfect. It goes together really fast, as you guys saw. Just to show you from the side here, you can see the glow of the LEDs going on the back, so I can change that to any colors that I want. The dartboard's really nice lit up. Again, you can skin it however you want to skin it, or just get it in black. Great setup. Just to recap, if you wanted to buy something like this, similar to what you see at a bar, you're probably $3,000 in. This is going to be less than a third of that to get something set up at your house, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So make sure and like the video and check out GameRoomSolutions.com.